Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about what Daniel Jacobs said about Demetrius Andrade. He said a fight between them two more likely would not happen in the near future. And he said a near future. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that, my opinion is on this, man. I mean, I was reading a little, I read the whole thing about, I'm getting my information on boxing.scene.com. And of course they friends. Of course they grew up with each other like 50, 60 years old. But I think, I mean, did they grow up around each other, or did they grow up just going to the boxing when they was amateurs, whatever, or to the getting the rankings, to box in the professional boxing league. I mean, did they just meet each other then like that, or was they like high school, middle class, school friends and stuff like that? I can understand to a certain degree, but at the same time, he just won a title, and Demetrius just won a title. Daniel Jacobs just won a title, and Demetrius just won a title. So he said near future. I mean, of course. I mean, if you want to be the undisputed champion, the middleweight champion of the world, you got to go for it. I mean, that fight should. I mean, maybe he might be want to build up the fight, but at the same time, you only got 500,000 viewers on your last fight in HBO. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know you. I mean, Jacobs. And then the question about that, when he was fighting in New York, his hometown, his home city. He was raised in New York, and he still got 500,000 viewers. So I don't think he sold out even in the arena. I don't think the arena didn't sell out. It was in a small, location. It wasn't even in a big location like the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? So, that tells you about Daniel Jacobs a little bit, as in his star power. He don't have that star power yet. You know what I'm saying? But getting back onto the Demetrius Andrade, you know what I'm saying? He said he knew him when he was like 15, 16 years old, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that was probably when they trying to get to know each other, when they was coming up in the boxing scene. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get their names up, or trying to make it to the boxing professional level. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he sparred. Danny Jacobs and Demetrius Andrade, they sparred with each other too at the same time. And he said Demetrius gave him some kind of tips and stuff like that, how to fight a southpaw. But you know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, that's good. But at the same time, man, you might as well. I mean, that could be the next fight you could put on your resume at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that I don't know if he do you think he could beat him, or his fighting style will give Daniel Jacobs some problems. I would definitely say that. I mean, that last fight. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Daniel Jacobs fighting Demetrius, then Demetrius Andrade fighting Walters, the African dude. And then the question about it, I was somewhat impressed by Demetrius Andrade than Daniel Jacobs, because Demetrius knocked down Walters, I think, 3-4 times. I mean, I know Daniel Jacobs was fighting. This is the thing. Daniel Jacobs was fighting a better opponent too, I would say. So that had something to do with him. But Daniel Jacobs did knock down Daniel Jacobs in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So, but Demetrius been out for almost 2 years, a year or 2 years or something like that. So I was kind of impressed by that a little bit. But his fighting style, Demetrius, man, I think Daniel Jacobs can't beat him. I really believe that. I'm you know what I'm saying? So maybe he sees something in maybe Daniel Jacobs sees something Demetrius that he can't explore. You know what I'm saying? He's in and out. He's not gonna stay in the pocket with you. He's he's gonna throw different combinations, different punches, and he's calculated too. And he's got his footwork is way better than Daniel Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So, and he's got a Roy Jones and flow to him, style to him. At the same time, his head movement is better than Daniel Jacobs. So I see why Dane Jacobs don't want to fight him to a certain point. At the same time, I mean, he might want to wait to do this. I don't know when he'll fight Demetrius, but they will eventually fight each other if something don't happen, if something don't derail them, or some fighter don't beat them, whatever. So, but at the same time, I got a funny feeling it could be a possibility that they would never fight each other, because now, I think Dane Jacobs got his eye on Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, they talking about March the 4th or whatever next year, and if he get him, I mean, of course, he's gonna come with a different game plan than when he fought Dane Jacobs, but I don't know, man. It's just too many fighters, man. I mean, I know he ain't he might be your friend a little bit. Y'all came a little bit close to each other, but they don't mean that. But they offer enough money, which he said in the article. He said they offer some big bucks and all that with the fight. Of course, he's gonna take the fight at the same time, and he said the fight is gonna have to make a little bit more sense at the same time. I can understand that, but he got a title, so you should fight him anyway, regardless. So, but maybe he's trying to do like everybody else is doing this. Want to milk the fight and put more money in his pockets. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that too at the same time, but I'm thinking that he be the way he's coming at Jamal Charlo. Of course, he don't have no relationship with him at all. You know what I'm saying? He's still talking about what Jamal Charlo was saying about him, you know, and he's still calling him out. So I think the fight with Jamal Charlo will be he'll fight him before he won't fight Demetrius. I think Demetrius will be the last one he fight. That's if he had the IBF belt, because he's trying to fight Canelo Alvarez, and like I say, made something next year, and I think he might lose that strap. So this fight might not even happen. You know what I'm saying? He might not even fight Jamal Charlo. That might not even happen. So I don't know. We'll see, man. But the way he talking, man, I don't know. It just, you know, so he got a point, but sometimes he be like, man, come on, man, like how the sport of boxing is today, man. It's more politics and everybody talking about friendship and relationship and stuff like that, man. And you know what I'm saying, man, we don't need no other things that's gonna derail a real good fight. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that fight between Dane Jacobs and Demetrius, but you know what I'm saying, but he got something else in playing, I guess. But like I said, I remember I told you in the previous video that, you know, if he take another fight, one more fight that's got something to do with a B-list, not elite fighter, I'll be okay with that. But then he fight another elite fighter after that, I'll be okay with that, because he fought elite fighters. I think he fought three elite fighters in his last 3 fights. So it's about time for him to have a break and stuff like that, fight another regular fighter, you know what I'm saying, who's not elite. So anybody would not, a lot of people wouldn't even get on Dane Jacobs about that. So, because you got some people who don't fight elite fighters at all, and that's Triple G. He don't fight elite fighters. That's even when Triple G fought Dane Jacobs, I wouldn't say he was an elite fighter at that time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't know Dane Jacobs that well. And then on top of that, Dane Jacobs is, you know what I'm saying, I mean, when Canelo fought, when Dane Jacobs fought Triple G, Triple G didn't know he was that good, you know what I'm saying. And then when Triple G fought Canelo Alvarez, that was a fight that that Triple G thought he could beat Canelo. That's why he took that fight, you know what I'm saying. And he thought, but it was a draw, that first fight. Then the game plan changed up, and then I think Canelo, like I say, that first fight with Triple G was a fill-out fight for Canelo Alvarez, for both of them. But see, this is the thing. One person changed up his fighting style, and who was that? That was Canelo Alvarez. He stayed in the pocket all that fight, all rounds, and most of those rounds he stayed in the middle of the ring and fought Triple G, and he was not scared of him. He was not scared of his power either, because he said, "You can't. I felt your punch in that first fight, so your punch in this fight is going to be." And then he was slimmer than the previous first fight. So you know what I'm saying. So that's the only fight. I mean, that's not the only fight that don't fight elite fighters that much, but he's overhyped. He's overrated. You know what I'm saying. So I'm saying Triple G. So Dane Jacobs, like I said, he said the fight would never happen. So that still give us hope to see the fight between him and Dane Jacobs and Demetrius Andrade. So what do you guys think about what he said? And when I'm talking about Dane Jacobs, we're talking about Demetrius Andrade. So leave a comment at the bottom of my page, like my page, subscribe to my page, hit the bell icon for new notifications, new videos from me. This is JT from Above Below the Belt. All right, bye.